Yeah, you gotta respect yourself. That's all there is to it. Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. It is a Freaky Friday evening here in the RLM land and also out here in Grammyville. And this is Grammy Mary, and you are listening to me in my rocket chair over on reallibertymedia.com, Channel 3, also the rlmradio.xyz site, and all kinds of other lovely sites. If you're listening, you already know where you're listening. So, one thing, real quick, gotta say thank you to everybody that subscribed to the RLM YouTube channel. Booyah, you are the bomb. That's all there is to it. I love you. I truly do. Of course, I love you anyway, but, that just makes it even better, don't you know? Okay, let's see who all is listening in, or at least has chimed in somewhere. Oh, my God, there must be something going on in D.C. I see all kinds of crap over on Twitter. Oh, well. Yeah, barman, thank you ever so much for tweeting me. I'm going to go ahead and close Twitter down so it don't drain my flow, don't you know? Let's see. Over here in the corner pocket, who is hanging out over here? I saw the lovely Miss Rain over here earlier. I don't know if she's still here or not. I also see Kozu is here as well as Sock Puppet. Let's see, and Kind One popped back in. So hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're having an absolutely splendiferous Friday. Or if not, at least a Freaky Friday. Over here on that effing site, Freedom's Network, I see myself and Grimner and Bob. And it looks like, yep, Clint C. are over here. And thank you, Grimmy, for sharing that over there in the RLM. I truly do appreciate it. That's all you're going to get until you're better paid. That's all I got to say. On Fakeybook, I know the lovely Mary B. is over here as well as Gary L. Thank you ever so much, Gary, for sharing that. My little post that I put out there. Hopefully we will get a few more listeners, and if we don't, well, that's fine. We can sit back and laugh at ourselves. I do that quite often. Did you know that gruntled is a word? I found that out today. I just always thought of disgruntled. I didn't realize that gruntled all by itself was a word as well. But I had one of our customers, who likes to give me static. I know that really surprises you. But he had called the other day to cancel his appointment, and I gave him shit. And said that I was going to pout. And he said, okay, I'll just reschedule. So he did. He rescheduled for today. And you know what? He brought me flowers with a little card that says, I hope this makes you gruntled. And he started giving me static about that. And I went, I did not know that was a word all by itself. So I looked it up. I Googled it. And you know what? Okay, that's not the Google that I wanted. Let me find it. Gruntled. The meaning of gruntled is pleased, satisfied, and contented. Also for humorous. I thought that was rather cute. Very inventive of him, if I say so myself, which I do. Okay. Let's see, who is over here in the RLM, which is where you need to be, in the RLM chat, if you want to give me static. I also pay attention to Crush and Run, the corner pocket, and I try to keep up with Fakeybook and effin', but, note I said try. Happy as a pig in slop. That is right, Grimmy. And I really kind of sort of was. So, okay. Oh, P. Bunyan is saying some lady snubbed Hillary real good on live TV. Did you guys see the video of Slick Willie checking out Trumple's wife and his daughters? It's freaking funny. Someone shared it over on Facebook, and I don't know if it was a YouTube video or what, but I saw that, and I just about peed myself. I was laughing so hard. It's like, oh my Lord, that is hilarious. Because he's got the serious hum, num, num, num. You can tell. You know, you can see by the eyes, and he kept licking his lips and all that shit. And I'm like, oh Lord, what? That's just creepy. And then Hillary turns around and looks at him. And this is how you can tell she is an absolute psycho bitch. Because, you know, if my man would have been checking someone out like that, he would have at least gotten an elbow. And I'd have said, so you like that, huh? You know, I would have made some kind of comment because, well, that's how I roll. But no, she kept that look on her face. And I know he felt the daggers because after a few seconds, those eyes switched over to... He never turned his head. But those eyes switched over and looked back at her and then right back to oogly googling on Trumple's ladies. It's like, oh man, talk about sick. That is one sick relationship. Wow. Those two are keeping two other people from being absolutely miserable. You know that? Oh, well. See, they do have a purpose. They keep the other one from making someone else miserable. Okay, moving along. Hey there, Asmo, my missionary man. How you doing this evening, darling? I also see Barman, who is the most... I have no idea, Sock Puppet. That was just frickin' sick and wrong, though. Okay, yeah, Barman, yeah, most splendiferous bot in the whole wide world. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Why? Because he tweets me. I like it, too. Moving along. Hi, Beth Z. How are you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having an absolutely splendiferous day. And looky there. I get to breathe heavy. I love it when I get to do this. That doesn't happen very often. Well, usually on the radio. That's pretty much it. Unless I'm working in the yard. In any case. Hi, Darth Roams. Okay, now I'm lightheaded. I also see Grimner is here, who is the most splendiferous Grimner there ever was in the whole wide world. And looky there, the lovely Moose Girl is here. And guess what? Those two will be on later on this evening with the Freakers Ball. So be sure to stick around because there's all kinds of way cool stuff coming up this evening. I also see the lovely Kate is here. Hey, Kate, how's things down in Texas? And looky there, Chalcedony is in the room, as well as we got a double dip in a Chloe. We got Chloe and Chloe. Woohoo! I also see Free Enslaved is here. Hey there, darling, as well as Gariel, and yours truly is here. Kind of, sort of, maybe, on purpose, even. IB Don C is here as well. Oh, your bots would twat you say? Should I finish that saying? It would be an early F-bomb for me. Twat you say, I can't hear you. I have an ear infection. There's your F-bomb for the day. The following words have never appeared in an... Oh, really? Really? Oh, thanks, Grim. I'm going to have to copy that link. Well, let's just check this shit out, shall we? I'll finish saying hey to everybody, but I wanted to get that link opened. From Zero Hedge. Sweet! Okay, where was I? Oh, I stopped at me. Hi, me. I also see IB Don C is here. Well, IB Don C is left, but IB Don C Work is here. Java Doctor 2 is in the house, as well as P Bunyan. How you doing, Timber? And looky, the lovely Rain is over here as well. And there's Rob Works. Did I see that bubbler? getting fired up earlier, or was I just seeing things, or was that just wishful thinking? Inquiring minds are making me scroll. Let's see. Rob, did you do the bubbler yet? We need some bubbler. Tiny bubbles in the wine. Yes, my name's Dave. I love Dave. I'll get to that here in a minute as well. Okay, let's see, where was I? Yeah, Rob Works. Phantom! Hi, Phantom. How you doing, sweetie? And Colfax 101 is here, as well as Dakota. That is just as much fun as saying Florida. Okay, it is. It is. It really is. I like words that are fun to say. I also see Jehovah 1. Jehovah. Yes, who's picking on me over here in the corner pocket? Rain just tuned in. Hi, Rain. Hi, sweetheart. Love you, lady. Okay. Yeah, Phantom Link 29. Tune in, you little fucker. Oh, I love picking on him. He's such a sweet child. That's his story, and he's sticking to it. Okay, back to saying, hey there, hi there. Oh, there's that bubbler. Booyah! Bonus round. Rob, you are the man. You're almost the goddamn man. Right now, that's Dave. I love that video. Yeah, that just really, out of the whole shooting match from today, that tripped my trigger. Whee! I also see, Juana Taco is here. And JYH. What does that stand for, sweetheart? I'm confused. It's a really good thing I got headphones on. It keeps the smoke in, and that way the smoke detectors don't go off, because my brain cells are working overtime trying to figure out what the hell JYH stands for. Oh, he is Phantom. Naughty, naughty, naughty. He's supposed to be paying attention to moi. Oh, I also see Kozu is in the house. Hey there, sweetheart. How you doing? And Meisterbrower. Yes, we do have a reason to party. If nothing else, for Dave. I'm going to be beating that Dave thing to death tonight. Just saying. I also see the lovely Miri B from Down Under. How you doing, lady? Hope you're having an absolutely awesome. This is your Saturday, isn't it? Hope your Saturday is just absolutely splendiferous. You know, Saturday is Poets' Day as well. Piss off everything. Oh, B fell out. Piss off everything, 'cause tomorrow's Sunday. You can use it for either Friday or Saturday. It's a double dose of booyah. I also see Bot is in the house, as well as North Force. And there's my sock puppet. Hi, sock puppet. How you doing, sweetie? Nothing. You just hit the keyboard. Oh. Use a button pusher. I like that. I like pushing buttons. Especially if it makes people get all butt puckery. Then it's like, wee! Oh, sweet. Okay, where was I? Yeah. Oh, sock puppet. Yeah, there's my sweetie. And Vil _ I'm still trying to finish filling in that blank. I'll come up with something inventive, I'm sure. Probably at like 2 or 3 in the morning, because that's usually when I have a weird tendency to wake up at that time. I don't know why. Oh well. Woodman is here. And I think Woodman is the same as Meisterbauer. But hey, we got Woodman here, and we got another Woodman here with a little single _. So triple dose of that party animal. Party, party, party. Let me tell you. And yeah, there's one hell of a party going on in D.C. right now. And you know what? It's not nothing really super splendiferous or fantastic or any of that other fun shit. But it was just a little ditty that popped into my head this morning while I was at work. And, you know, I was seeing all this shit, seeing all the fanfare, seeing all the parties, seeing all these fancy schmancy dressed up people. in DC, and they're all doing the little kissy on the cheek, the fake kissy on the cheek bullshit, that kind of stuff. And I've been saying this for years, that they're just having a hell of a party on our dime. And so I kept seeing all of this stuff about the inauguration and yada yada yada. So I just did a quick little blurb over on Freedom's Network, and I'm just going to read that to you just 'cause I can. Basically, because I really haven't planned anything for tonight. So, as if tonight's different from any other night, but hey, I'm winging it. So, an inauguration equals, we're having a party, 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 and we're putting on a show. Oh, we're having a party with all the people in the know. Yeah, we got Rebloodlickens and demon craps standing toe to toe, whining and dining on only the best, enjoying the perks of their highfalutin role. Oh, the press has been invited with cameras in tow, recording and reporting the grand event for the masses, don't you know? Because you are not invited, you moldable little sot. However, you will be expected to pick up the tab. Now move along, get back to work, vote harder, chop chop. Merle Haggard songs, which one is that? Which Merle Haggard song, sweetheart? Because I know lots of Merle Haggard songs. I love Merle Haggard. And Waylon and Willie and oh Lord, I just like music. I really do. I'm not a producer of music, but I am an appreciator thereof. So there you go. Tessa, hi Tessa, how you doing, sweetie? Let's see. Oh, and Gordana, hi Gordana, how are you, honey? Oh, she likes Dave. Demon craps and Rebloodlickens. They're two sides of the same coin, honey. That's how it works. Republicans? Well, yeah, they can't. I think Rebloodlickens with the demon craps works pretty well. So, oh, Repugnacans. That one works. We can come up with all kinds of them. Rethuglicans and demon rats. Ooh. Yeah, that's why we have a rat race. That's the only race that really is going on. Besides human race, you got the rat race that they threw us into. I know. Oh, my rascal is trying to help me here this evening. She's so sweet. Okay, I gotta share this again, because there is a lovely little, the Dave video. Dave! Open the door. It's me, Dave. And with this Dave, I would most definitely open the door. Okay, don't give me this shit. There he is. There he is. I want Dave. I like Dave. Okay, apparently there's a violent inauguration protesters smash windows and destroy property, which that's another one of those things that really, really infuriates me. If you're pissed at somebody, fine. You want to take it out on that somebody, fine. That's your business. But when you're pissed at somebody and you go and beat the shit out of someone that doesn't even know that individual, will never meet that, or odds are will never meet that individual ever in their lives, and yet you go and you bust up their shit because you're pissed at that person over there. That don't make a lick of fucking sense to me. Not at all. You want to be pissed? Go ahead, be pissed. It's good. Vent those. Get the evil spirits out of the building. But this shit of of, tearing crap up just because you're having a petulant little precious snowflake moment. Nah. Okay, conservative outfitters, I do not want this one. I want Dave. Where's Dave? I want Dave. Find Dave. Where's the Dave video? Okay, I'm just going to have to share the whole link, and y'all are going to have to scroll, because they had some really, really funny, let's see. There, we'll click on this one. No, that one won't let me do it neither. Damn it. I put the wrong one. Well, no, I put the right one in my pocket. It's just that superseded. I hate when that happens. Okay. Dave is funny. The Dave video, honey, is let me find it on YouTube, because there's lots of really funny comments on the YouTube one as well, but they're just not as good as on that article that they had. So, no, just stop. Yeah. You're on camera, dude. I don't give a fuck. Oh, it's just so funny. There's the Dave video. Dave is being ever so helpful. I love Dave. And Dave was just trying to get his wife through the petulant children. So, I understand, Dave. You want to have your wife by your side. Your wife actually wishes to be by your side. That's bonus round, dude. Go for it. But, yeah. When you're going to be little ass munchies, and there's some more shit from conservative outfitters. Actually today, this was the first time I'd been to this site, and and it was because of Dave. Snowflakes gone wild. Oh my God, it's a blizzard. Yeah, they are peaceful protesters. There is there he is. I found him. I had to scroll far enough. There it is. This is the little, and you really need to check out the comments in there, because some of them are really quite precious. I'm going to scroll down just so I can, I want to pick through them. Oh yeah, see, and there was a lot of people that, damn it, I thought you meant that they got run over with a motorcycle, which would be infinitely more interesting, which, yeah, I get that, that whole thing, but it's like, this really is funny. People are saying, God bless Dave, and yeah. Dave's the man of the hour. There's an awful lot of people that love Dave. And all these people that were yelling out, the world is watching, that goes both ways, darling. And it takes me right back to a comment that I made on the YouTube video. You have every right to dislike whatever you wish to dislike. I'm not going to take that away from you. You have every right to say whatever you wish to say. You have every right to express yourself however you wish to express yourself, so long as you are willing to deal with the repercussions / ramifications / rewards of said exercise of your freedom. But when you decide that your freedom of speech trumps, and no, it just happens to work out that way. It's quite funny. I've been saying this forever, even prior to Trumples being POTUS. But, your freedoms, whatever they may be, do not trump someone else's freedoms. And just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean someone else that says something that you don't like magically lost theirs. Because there's things that y'all say that I don't like, but I'm not going to take away your freedom to exercise your freedoms simply because I don't want someone taking mine away. That's the main reason. It's really nothing to do with, yeah, I respect your right. No, not really, because there's some people I really don't respect their right. But I will grant you that, yes, you do have certain unalienable or inalienable, however you say that, rights that are not given to you by anyone on this planet. They're just yours simply because you're here. You have, and they're in a certain order for a reason as well. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, although that one changed, but still. You have the right to life because, well, that's paramount. Okay? You have the right to liberty unless your liberty infringes upon someone else's right to life. You have a right to pursue your happiness unless your pursuit of happiness happens to infringe upon someone else's liberty or someone else's life. They're in that order for a reason. I know, it's kind of crazy, but call me crazy. I don't care. I resemble that on multiple levels. But what about those bed ropes? Well, honey, you know what? If you've got someone that's willing to play with the bed ropes with you, then you just go right ahead. I myself prefer my licorice whip and Nerf spurs, but that's just how I roll. Okay. Starbucks is big time. Yeah, they are. Starbucks is. I've been to Starbucks once. That was enough for me. And you know what? Just because I don't like Starbucks doesn't mean that I wish they go out of business, because I know there's lots of other people that support Starbucks and enjoy Starbucks. I do not. And that's the difference between myself and all of these lovely little cupcakes. Well, I don't like calling them cupcakes, although they are rather fragile, like cupcakes. More like snowflakes, but snowflakes can be pretty as well. But in any case, the difference between myself and a lot of these little protesters, these petulant children that are out there having a pissy time. Hi, coffee guy. If I don't like something, then I don't support it. Whether it be financially or otherwise. If I don't like something, I don't spend any time towards it. I don't pay attention to it, or at least not any undue attention, or spend any unrewarding time with those things. But I also do not tell everybody else, you can't do that anymore because I don't like it and therefore you can't do it. And that's the difference between myself and a lot of these little petulant babies, is that they seem to think that because they don't like something, no one else should be allowed. And sorry, nobody died and made you God. And I'm not talking G-O-D God. I'm talking G-A-W-D. Oh my God. So get over yourselves, you petulant little children. Okay? No skinny whatever latte. Although there are days when I want a chocolate Valium vodka mocha choca latte. With an extra shot of vodka on the side. Because there are times. Oh Lord. Frumpy shared an image along those lines, JYH, and it terrified me. Oh, you had an iced coffee? See, I had some kind of latte thingy with my daughter, and I was not impressed with it at all. So I just kind of went, I'm not going to spend that kind of money on something that I'm not really impressed with. I can make a better cup of coffee at home. Takes me about 5 minutes. So, booyah. Okay. I'm going to move along now. seeing as how I've spoken about Dave. Dave! He's the man. He's so cool. And I just happen to have a brother Dave, but it's not the same Dave. So, where am I? Oh, yes. Now, one of my coworkers shared this with me. Actually, it's the same coworker that showed me the Dave video. Actually, he's just so funny. This is, oh, you make me, poof, I'm a French pressed coffee. Oui, oui, monsieur. Parlez-vous français? That's about as French as I can get. I can proposition you in French. Let's not go there, shall we? Okay, this is over on tickled.com. And I was quite tickled when I read it earlier today. Yes, I pre-read something. I know, it's a shocker. It doesn't happen very often. The most evil memo ever. This is priceless. It was posted 2 years ago, mind you, so I'm sure somebody has probably tried to one-up it since then, but I kind of like this. To all employees from Human Resources, RE layoffs. Thank you, HR. You are so wonderful at making us feel lower than whale shit. Yeah. You use those fancy schmancy words and we still come away going, huh? I'm fired? Fuck. Okay. As a result of the reduction of money for department areas, we are forced to cut down on our number of personnel. Under this plan, older employees will be asked to go on early retirement, thus permitting the retention of the younger people who represent our future. Not to mention the fact that the older people, odds are, were paid better and cutting, yeah. Therefore, a program to phase out older personnel by the end of the current fiscal year via retirement will be placed into effect immediately. This program will be known as SLAP. Sever Late-Aged Personnel. Employees who are slapped will be given the opportunity to look for jobs outside the company. Slapped employees can request a review of their employment records before actual retirement takes place. This phase of the program is called SCREW, Survey of Capabilities of Retired Early Workers. All employees who have been slapped or screwed may file an appeal with upper management. This is called SHAFT, Study by Higher Authority Following Termination. Under the terms of the new policy, an employee may be slapped once, screwed twice, but may be shafted as many times as the company deems appropriate. If an employee follows the above procedures, he/she, I think they're talking about Michelle there, will be entitled to get herpes. Half earnings for retired personnel's early severance, or CLAP, combined lump sum assistance payment. What's that sock puppet? Yeah, it is pretty low, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, whale shit's way down there. Okay. Okay, after getting herpes or CLAP, employees will no longer be slapped or screwed by the company. They got to protect themselves, don't you know? Management wishes to assure the younger employees who remain on board that the company will continue its policy of training employees through our special high-intensity training. Shit! This company takes pride in the amount of shit our employees receive. We have given our employees more shit than any other company in this area. If any employee feels that they do not receive enough shit on the job, see your immediate supervisor. Your supervisor is specially trained to make sure you receive all the shit you can stand. Signed, HR Department. They mean it in a loving way. I love those little acronyms. Ha ha ha. What? What are you guys doing to Kind One's toothpaste? Don't be doing nothing sick and wrong now. Damn it. You little pervy buggers. Sorry, I'm commenting on some of the stuff going on over here in this corner pocket. Y'all are a little bit on the weird side. Okay. Oregon's exploding whale. Ooh, that does not sound good. Yuck. Okay, what's going on? Huh? I'm checking out the chat over here in RLM. Oh, P. Bunyan's talking about his engine. I know what a diesel is, honey. Okay. Oh, serotonin production. Ah, yes, serotonin is a wonderful chemical. Yes. What are you doing here? Oh, it's the color of a special herb. I love it. I wonder if that's one of those. How many is that? 17. How many herbs and spices go into KFC? I don't think that's one of the special herbs. Although, once you start. Okay. Da-dum, da-da-dum. What are you talking about? Okay. Gotham are back to the people. Ooh. Alrighty. A bug freightliner dealer. A bug freightliner dealer. Okay. Oh, big. Thank you, because I'm thinking bugs all over the place. Lochnar seems to be trolling folks. Lochnar? What the hell? What's gotten up your bun? Do you need a memo from the HR department there, Lochnar? Inquiring minds. There's a conspiracy of silence. No, I don't mind joining it. I don't mind very often. There's an awful lot of people that say that I don't mind at all. My mother comes to mind on that one. Oh, Lochnar, you's feeling frisky, aren't you? Don't make me go there. Remember what happened to Hal? Huh? Daisy, Daisy. Yeah, that's what happened to Hal. Watch out, Lochnar. 'Cause I push buttons. It's not wise when you get me pushing buttons. Okay, what else do I have? I had a couple other things that I wanted to... Okay, this one. I'm waiting for this to happen. I really, really am, because it's like, you know what? I got several books that I haven't read, and not that this will affect my Netflix viewing one iota, but it'll give me an excuse to go, well, I'm not going to watch their sorry asses on Netflix either. Thank you very little. I'll just read a book. Okay, this is from youconservative.com. Yes, I see a flasher. Flasher, flasher. I'm not kidding you, fucker. Let's see. Yeah, Lochnar heard that there's a conspiracy of silence against you. Mind joining it? No, I don't mind at all. Single finger salute to you, Lochnar. Love you, darling. You're number one. Trust me, you are. Okay, I'm getting back to this, because this is a conspiracy too, I tell you. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Celebrities with an ultimatum to Rumpelstiltskin, threatening with a total Hollywood strike. Do you hear crickets? Even the crickets can't get themselves excited enough to chirp. It's like BFD, dudes. Apparently, there is a group of liberal Hollywood celebrities are threatening Trump with a massive all-round Hollywood strike unless he resigns. Number one, You cannot resign from a position that you have not taken yet. Yes, he was president-elect or president-select or however you wish to put that. But until you actually occupy the position, you cannot technically resign from it. Durr. You know, these are the same people that hijacked the word liberal. You know, because liberal used to mean that you were open-minded and willing to, agree to disagree with others. You know, you didn't have a problem. If others expressed their opinion and you didn't agree with it, then you agreed to disagree and you moved along. That's not liberal anymore. Now the only thing they're liberal at is spreading ambulance manure. That's about the only thing they're liberal at. Describing Hollywood as the base of the entire American culture. Oh, if it comforts you to think that way. The group also claims to be speaking on behalf of all of humanity. Oh. No, there is no such thing as one size fits all. Trust me, because my friend Lug, his girlfriend Tiny, she tried on a one size fits all t-shirt. Didn't work for her. It wasn't a good look. Tiny's a 5X. There's no such thing as one size fits all. Period. It's all about people, or it's about time that people understood that we're the ones with the power and that the POTUS is there to serve us, not the other way around. Well, you're right about that, but you're so wrong. Wow. This is from a spokesperson from the group. Okay, I get that the POTUS is supposed to serve you, but it's not like he's a waiter, you know, and you can snap your fingers and go, Garçon, I wish to have this liberal bullshit served up to everyone else, because it doesn't work that way. Yes, I see a flasher. Flasher? Yes. Hal is listening. Hi, Hal. Hal 9000. Oh, Lochnar does listen. Okay. What? Okay. Hi, Nelson Dubois. Oh, you have such a fun name as well. Nelson Dubois. I love that name. Okay, I'm back to my whiny woos. You know, I give people nicknames because I really do love them. Because, you know, our whole family has nicknames. So, you know, it's not meant to be, okay, quit lying. Some people get nicknames simply because it's like, really? Okay. But a lot of people, they're a term of endearment for most. And then there are some that it's like, yes, dear. And then I do what I want anyway. Okay, back to this. We're calling for a general strike that would include every single person involved in making motion pictures in Hollywood, starting with the actors and celebrities themselves. There's a difference? Okay. And encompassing companies in charge of making props, movie memorabilia, and even souvenir shops. Egad! Can you say, shoot yourself in the foot? I think you can. Will it be someone else's fault, according to you? I think it will. It's that mean old the Donald. Trumpelstiltskin. Hal 9000. Hi, Hal 9000. Have you been peeking, hun? I have the little slider thingy across my camera. Can you see through my little slider thingy across my camera? You pervy little bugger. Do you like my fuzzy pink house coat? I got that on tonight because it's a little chilly in here. Okay, back to... It's a oh so soft. So if I start going it's because I'm moving along. Okay, back to. Oh wait, here's some wonderful people. This comes as no surprise because Rosie O'Donnell, Deborah Messing, Ed Asner, and Michael Shannon. Honey, can you not make up? Oh wait. Okay, because Shannon can be both for a guy or a girl. Okay. They're among dozens, literally dozens, like 24, maybe 36 people, but it sounds like more when you say dozens of artists, entertainers, and activists, hacktivists, who are calling for a month-long protest to stop POTUS-elect Donald Trump. We will stop him. We will do it. Wow. I liked you guys much better when you said you were going to move. I was willing to come help you pack. Seriously, and I would really honestly and truly try not to break anything. I'm honest and for true. I would wrap things and package things so well that they wouldn't get broken in shipping. Honest and for true. Yes, I see I got another. Huh? Oh, really? What? Oh, you guys are being silly now. Okay, back to. Wait a minute here. What's this at? Okay. So, to go on with this. No! In the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America. What? You were doing just fine with the last 8 years. You seem to really enjoy it. That is how it reads on a full-page ad placed in the New York Times on Wednesday by the group Refuse Racism. You know what? You want to refuse racism? Quit throwing race into every single equation. Wow. You know, you quit using race as a crutch. Quit throwing out that race card and you'll be surprised how quickly racism disappears. The one who injects race into every single conversation is the most racist one of all. In my books. Apparently, the Donald Trumpelstiltskin, the POTUS-elect, is assembling a regime of grave danger, the ad says. Really? So, this regime of grave danger, does that mean that he's going to actually dig up people and make them vote? Or is he going to leave the graves alone and not make those poor dead people vote for him? I want to know. I'm kind of curious like that. Apparently, millions of people in the U.S. and around the world are filled with deep anxiety, fear, and disgust. Okay, as for the millions of people, if there's people in the U.S. that are filled with deep anxiety, fear, and disgust, I think they need to talk to someone about that. Around the world, well, seeing as how the POTUS is supposed to only be in charge of what happens here, granted, that hasn't been the way it's worked for the last, 16, 24, how many years? Dozens. Let's just put it like that because it sounds like a hell of a lot more when you say dozens. But you know, if Trumpelstiltskin decides that, no, we're going to take care of ourselves first, I can see why some other regimes would be like, holy fuck. You mean we're not going to get those payouts anymore? They're going to stop paying us to hate them? Shit! That's not right. We need to do something about this. Is that what you're talking about there? I'm curious. Apparently, their anguish is right and just. Okay, it's right and just for you. For me, it's like piffle. Move along. Our anger must now become massive resistance. That must have been Rosie that said that. Before Trumpelstiltskin is inaugurated and has the full reins in his hands. Oh, well, little late. Sorry. Happened earlier today. In the past. Can't change it. It's the way past is. Darn it. Fret, stew, and whine all you like. Done deal. As if the position of POTUS actually does anything anyway, but still. You know, scapegoat, picture on a dartboard. Pretty much all it amounts to. Other Hollywood celebrities are calling for an all-out strike involving the entire movie industry, hoping it will result in Trump resigning from his position as the newly elected POTUS of these United States. That's reported by Patriot Hangout. Well, go for it. I have popcorn. I have books. I also have water and coffee and tea. So I'm good. You know, you go ahead and you go on strike, 'cause yeah, I'll keep working. Okay? I'll keep paying my bills. I will trudge along day by day. Wow. I have another book to read. Sweet. Yeah, books are much better anyway. Expand your mind. So, apparently, they're calling for a general strike. Not just a strike, but a general one. I wonder if that's just generals or just in general. That would include every single person involved in making motion pictures in Hollywood. Starting with the actors and celebrities themselves, and encompassing companies in charge of making props, movie memorabilia, and even souvenir shops. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. It's about time people understood that we're the ones in power. Okay, you already had that farther up. What the hell? Why are you repeating on this shit? Ay. The spokesperson was asked why Hollywood, out of all the industries, is being targeted. He explained, Hollywood is, simply put, the base of the entire modern American culture. Ponders this. Huh, really? Who told you you could have an independent thought? I want to slap that person. Remember the memo before? Slap? Okay. It's the foundation of the country, so to speak. Well, it's a pretty frickin' shaky foundation, if you ask me. It's the glue that's holding everything together. I'm thinking crazy glue. And think about what happens when you destroy the foundation of a house. Well, you know, when you destroy the foundation of a house, odds are the foundation was pretty weak to start with. It had some kind of weakness somewhere that all of a sudden went. Don't you like that sound effect? I thought that was cool. It comes crashing down, right? Well, yeah, you going to be inside when that happens? Huh? Well, I think that's what's going to happen, actually. I think their house of cards is going to come crashing down on them, but I'm going to move along with this article. I'm going to let them live in their little fantasy land. That's their land, not mine. Well, apparently that's exactly what's going to happen to America unless Trumpelstiltskin realizes how real the danger of that actually is. Oh my God, we're going to be in danger of having to crack a book. Oh, how horrid. Oh, the humanities. Moving along. Oh, he better choose to step down as POTUS of his own free will. Wait a minute. Okay, something here doesn't sound right. Free will, and he better because we said so. Y'all really need to go back to school, don't you? And not this public education system that we got going right now. You really need to go to like the School of Hard Knocks or something and find out just exactly what free will means. And when you say, you better do this of your own free will, how that just really doesn't work? You know, my mother and I had a little discussion about that one time, and she asked me, just exactly what is free will? And I said, free will, in my opinion, is the ability to freely choose to do or say as you wish, so long as you are willing to suffer the ramifications or reap the rewards thereof, and so long as you can look yourself in the mirror the next day and know that you did not intentionally fuck someone else over. That's what free will is. Free will is not free willy-nilly because I said so. Free will actually comes with some responsibilities. Just saying. It goes on to say, oh, and while we're on the subject, between you and me, nobody wants Hollywood to stop doing its thing because this is a necessary move. Oh, really? Nobody wants Hollywood to stop doing it? I could really give two shits less myself. I'm not nobody. That just said I'm not nobody, because nobody wants Hollywood to stop doing its thing. And I'm obviously not nobody, so whee! I'm not nobody. I'm excited. Can you tell? Besides, it's not like the billionaire businessman turned POTUS has ventured into movies in his day, right? So he'll understand firsthand what's going to happen if Hollywood goes on strike. Once again, crack a book, go outside. Ooh, two very novel ideas. Without the work of Hollywood and the lifestyle promoted by it, there will literally be no more America to rule for Trumpelstiltskin. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Seriously, because I'm trying to find the downside of this. In effect, it's not us that are going to force the Donald to resign his office. It's the people of America who are going to make him do it of his own free will. They're going to make him of his own free will. Because the God's honest truth is, I can't believe these people actually believe this shit. Without Hollywood, there is no America. Okay, how big is Hollywood? Seriously, does anybody out there know how big Hollywood is? Is this one of those trick questions? You know, like that congressman that said that if everybody went on one side of Guam, the island would tip? Is this one of those kind of things? Seriously, I don't get it. It's like trying to run Nazi Germany without Hitler at the forefront. It just seems pointless. Oh my, wow. This person drank a special batch of Kool-Aid. You know that? Wow. Wow. Keep that Kool-Aid away from me. Keep it out of my water supply. I'm on well water. Do not spike my well. Seriously, don't. Wow. You guys are crazy. Frickin' crazy. Okay. What's this? McCain's $5 trillion military budget. Will it make America great again? No! Huh. I know, POTUS and... yeah. What? Okay, if they teach in the public system, they are nearly 100% union, which isn't... I agree with you, P. Bunyan. Let Hollywood go on strike. Let them reap the rewards of their actions. Oh, how funny. Man, you guys have been chitty-chatty over here in the RLM chit-chat. What's this? Dun, dun, dun. Oh! Colfax 101 is now known as Nansan Dubois. Hello there, darling. Okay. Moving along. Let's see. I know, I just think that's so funny. Okay, I'm going to put this over in this effing site as well. Which, by the way, Grimmy, I don't know what you did, or I don't know if somebody else quit or what have you, but I'm so glad Freedom's network is not as glitchy as it was. Hey there, Valerie. How you doing, sweetie? Okay. Oh, Hollywood. You know, this is what happens when you become so self-important that you just flat-ass can't see that you're really not that important in the grand scheme of things. Although I'm not trying to be dismissive of anyone, because seriously, we're all important to someone. Every damn one of us are important to someone, but that doesn't mean that everyone needs to think the same way about us. It's just not going to happen. Once again, one size fits all just don't work. Just saying. So, I'm going to put this over on Facebook too, because it really is worth a ha 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 ha. Y'all are just funny. Okay. All these people that have independent thoughts. It's just precious, don't you know? Okay, yes. Oh my goodness. And there are people out there that... I'm just moving along. Because, you know, sometimes all you can do when you see some of the comments, and... that's one of the benefits of being on Facebook. And I know there's an awful lot of people out there that say Facebook is, you know, it's fascist book. And I say it's fascist book as well. But, you know, there's an awful lot of people out there that are going, oh, don't be participating in Facebook. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing that because of the wonderful things he does. In any case, you know, don't do Facebook because it's this bad or it's that bad. But you know what? It is a medium. And there are an awful lot of people on there. And it's a way to communicate. And it's also a way to see how the other side's thinking. You know, it's one of those, if you really wish to know what you're up against, know what you're up against. And, yeah. I thought about that earlier today because somebody had made a comment and I just kind of went, really? Really? I know it's not for everybody, and that's okay. But I'm not going to look down on somebody just because they don't like Facebook. I would appreciate it if you don't look down on me just because I do really get an awful lot of giggles out of some of the shit people post on Facebook. Oh, it's just a one-day thing? Well, I'm glad things are working ever so much better, Grimmy. I truly am. Because I was getting to be quite concerned. Okay. Seeing all these comments about Horleywood and all of their wonderful little... damn it, we're gonna put our foot down and we're just gonna stop and you're gonna suffer. No, I'm not. I can't tell you the last time I went to the movie. I mean, it's been that long ago that I've actually bought a ticket and gone to the movie. I can't tell you how long ago it's been that I've actually rented a movie. I wait till it comes on Netflix and I don't have to pay for it. I'm paying for the Netflix subscription already. Or Amazon Prime. I'm already paying for that. But I'm not gonna... Why? I'll wait. I'm patient. I have books. Did I say that already? I have books. Okay. I'm going to put this over here in the corner pocket as well. Just because y'all need to have... Be a wolf, honey. Wink, wink. I see you flirting over here, sweetheart. Obviously, you have not looked through my camera. I'm just going to stop right there. Okay, I'm going to get back to this one that I saw earlier in the chat. First, I need a sip of my coffee because it's chilly. Did I tell you that? Okay. Yeah, I know Facebook is a contributor to chaos worldwide, but you know what? Sometimes you can combat that by being there. And so, sometimes I contribute to the chaos because when I see something, that is like really chaotic, like I just kind of go, duh, really? You said that out loud or you typed it on the screen. Really? Seriously? Wow. Then it's one of my character flaws. I understand that. Am I working on it? I'm trying to improve it. But sometimes when I see those things where it just makes your eyeballs want to pop out of your head and roll across the floor kind of thing, I have to get on there and I have to comment. I have to. It's like a moral imperative kind of thing. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I really do. A lot of times it's very frustrating. And, that's why for the most part, I just, for family. But there are times when I see things on there that it's like, wow, somebody actually thought that and then felt it was necessary enough to share it to the rest of the world on Facebook. And so I justified their existence by replying. Most of the time I get unfriended when I do that. I don't know why. But it is quite fun. I enjoy it. Yes. I know Nelson Dubois. Beowulf. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the correction in the pronunciation. Okay. I know Nelson Dubois. No more bad movies. Well, that's not going to say there's no more bad movies. But not for a while at least. Yes? Fakey book. Yeah, I call it that too. I also call it fascist book. And sometimes I call it farcical book because it's quite farcical. As opposed to closical. I was just waiting for that one to drop. Fascist book works quite well. And yet, you know what? I interact in that world. And I actually have changed a few people's opinions. I'm not saying it's for the better, but I have. So, it's kind of fun. I play. Okay? I am a Leo. And I do like playing with my food. And that's brain food. It doesn't necessarily stay. Sometimes it's just junk food. So it just kind of goes right out. But it's still, I play. I'm kind of evil like that. And I enjoy it. Every bit of it. Okay, I can't say every bit of it. But for the most part. Back to this. On zerohedge.com, thank you, Grim, for sharing this. The following words had never appeared in an inaugural address until today. So let's see what those words were. That Trumpelstiltskin's inaugural address was provocative, as putting it mildly. Nowhere was this more obvious than in the initial reaction of the Financial Times. Consider the following excerpt. For most presidents, the first inaugural address has been the occasion to set out a personal vision of the American idea. You do not necessarily lose points for failing to set out policy in granular details. You're playing mood music, making it as stirring as possible, and positioning yourself in the grand flow of American history, reminding your audience of an essential continuity. Mr. Trump's theme was the opposite. From his first words, he stressed discontinuity, that his presidency would be a break. Today's ceremony, however, has a very special meaning because today we're not merely transferring power from one administration to another or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people. That audience-shaping attempt at least had the right idea. Mr. Trump made a lot of play with the second and first persons plurals. This is your day. We will bring back our jobs. But he positioned his great movement in a way that suggested that not that the Washington government was the expression of democracy, but its enemy. It was an unusually rancorous backward look, given that he said what he said about unity and solidarity. It was a dismissal of, rather than a humble doffing of, the cap to history. Now, what was that, Grammy? I had to finish the sentence because I get so confused. Thank you, Grammy. I will scroll down. I'll just work my way down. How's it? Oh, that sounds fun. Wow, my mind is really whoosh, going places today. Let's see. Rewarmed like a tray of unappetizing leftovers were the familiar slogans of the campaigning Trumpelstiltskin. The forgotten men and women of our country will be forgotten no longer. America will start winning again, winning like never before. All talk and no action. America first, America first. Well, it does start with an A. We were greeted with what, at least on the television relays, sounded like distinctly half-hearted applause. I think a lot of it was because people were going, did he really just say what I think? Did he really just say that? I'm sure there was an awful lot of that going on, which was pretty much going on through most of his campaign, too. And here, during his sporadic attempts at the high style, were some awkwardly half-formed figures of speech. To say, we stand at the birth of a new millennium, sounds grand, but unless you have a 1,000-year regime in mind, if you can say that in 2017, you can say it anytime you like. Okay, how many other dumbasses have said something quite similar? I question you, the writer, on that one. Yeah, I'm thinking there's been quite a few politicians that have said something quite similar. We are one nation, and their pain is our pain. Would have worked if they had been specified. It wasn't, really? Nitpicking here. He spoke of rusted-out factories scattered like tombstones across the landscape of our nation, which is true. Of how a new national pride will stir ourselves, lift our sights, and heal our divisions. Well, you know, the national pride, I think, is one of those things that got us into this trouble in the first place. USA, USA, we're number one, only alphabetically, possibly, maybe, and I can't even guarantee that because I haven't really looked. The wealth, strength, and confidence of our country has dissipated over the horizon. Each of those phrases is intended to resonate, but each, like a bell cast with a fault, makes a slight clunk. And here's the punchline. The speech's most memorable phrase was American carnage. Yeah. As well as being, unfortunately, the title of the thrash metal tour a few years back, it is memorable because it sounds slightly wrong. Okay, to you. You want an audience to associate pride, dreams, prosperity, unity, freedom, hope, and such like with the word American, not carnage. Well, you know what? Around the world, I think America is associated with carnage. Just saying. That's my take. Etc., etc., etc. So while we won't comment, oh really, you already have. We won't comment on the FT's visceral reaction to the speech. Clearly, the establishment mouthpiece was not happy with the words that came out of Trump's mouth. Big woo. And while readers can make up their own mind about Trump's address, we do want to point something out. Like everything else about him, Trump's speech was indeed a break from established tradition. And nowhere was this more obvious than in the selection of words that had never appeared previously in any U.S. inaugural address. Some of them are bleed, carnage, depletion, disrepair, flush, Islamic, ripped, sad, rusted, sprawled, stealing, stolen, subsidized, tombstones, trapped, trillions, unstoppable. Let's check out that full list below, shall we? I want to see that. So, in the full list, there's bleed, carnage, depletion, disrepair, flush, infrastructure, Islamic, lady, landscape, ripped, rusted, sad, solidarity, sprawl, stealing, stolen, subsidized, tombstones, trapped, trillions, unrealized, unstoppable, urban, wind swept. Wow, all good words. All words that will put a picture in your mind. You must remember, Trumples has done TV. He's good at that. He's probably got really good speechwriters too. And I think every one of those words is very appropriate and very descriptive of different points in the USA. Just saying. Indeed, the speech was so unorthodox, it even stunned Trump's advisor, Carl Icahn. Really? Donald surprised me coming on so strong about the establishment. I admire him for doing that, which, I gotta admit, I smiled. I was very impressed with his speech. Very impressed. And although I kept going, damn, good speechwriter. Damn, he did that pretty good. There's still that little evil me in the back of my mind going, yeah, wait and see. Pretty words don't mean shit if you don't follow through with appropriate action. That's what was running through my mind. Oh well. This goes on to say, I admire him for not just trying to say, wow, let's smooth it over, let's be buddies, let's be pals. I mean, he came on extremely strong. And he's giving you a look at what the future, I think, is going to be. This is from Icahn. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Apparently, he's Trump's special advisor on regulatory reform. And he said he expects the 45th president of USA to take a confrontational approach to some extent. Yet he argued that may be a good thing because it will promote change. And yeah, Hopi McChange is out the window. And when Hopi McChange showed up and did his thing, a lot of people lost any hope and had absolutely no spare change. A lot of people. I think if you have to break up this establishment, you have to stop the perception, which we have in this country, that the government is at war with business. No, the government is in the pocket of big business. The government does the bidding of big business. Certain big businesses. That the government doesn't like business? No. And that's what you've had for 8 years with Dangleberry. Well, Dangleberry may have given you that impression, but nah. It's not the impression I got. We have yet to see if Trumpelstiltskin will indeed follow up with his promises. Okay, sweetheart, wait. Okay, you're going to put that in there? He was inaugurated how many hours ago? Give him a little bit of time, okay? It's going to take a couple of days at least. Just a couple. They're going to be partying for a while. He's going to have to get over his hangover. I mean, seriously? See if he's going to follow through. It may be a rope-a-dope. But still, I want to see what comes next. Pretty words, pretty words. Mental! How you doing, sweetheart? I see you. Tell you when Grams is finished reading some moron's attempt at making a living. Okay, I'm done with it, Frumpy. Huh. America first. America first. Let's see. I don't know. What's a list of all the other countries in the world? I want to know if America is alphabetically first. Is there another country that comes first? I would like to know that. Oh, equality. Oh, there's that whole equality thing again. I saw that equal under the law. Yeah. You know, everybody starts out at the starting line. But equality does not, it does not imply that there will be equal results. It just means that everybody starts at the starting line. Period. You know, that's about as equal as it gets. Everybody starts at that starting line. How you run that race, where you position yourself, that is what makes a difference. And it's not necessarily just physical, it's also mental. And IQ studies do not prove shit. Sorry, JYH. IQ studies do not prove shit. You know, judging somebody's intelligence by your standards doesn't mean doodly squat, because by their standards they may be the most intelligent person in the region, depending on what you have to deal with on a daily basis. You know, and I know I've talked about this before, but you know, you take someone from the Amazon jungle, and no, they may not be considered intelligent by our IQ standards, but by their own, and in dealing with their own situation, as compared to you dealing with their situation, not necessarily the dumbest or the least sharp tool in the box. Not the same is not equal. Yeah, okay. 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 I know they do indicate some things though, Beth, but you know, IQ tests are... I have a real problem with IQ tests. I really do. And it's not... because I tested high on them. You know, all except for my reading comprehension, because I mentally stumble over faux pas, editorial miscues, all that fun stuff. Okay, you know what? Someone with 180 IQ, booyah. I'm happy for them. Cool. I'm not saying that there aren't people out there that aren't smarter than others, but just saying someone is smarter simply because of where they're from or their skin color, that don't hold for this old broad. Period. It is an individual thing. So, yeah. No, no more triggers. Equal under the law. Well, yeah, you know, that's one of those fun little things where you get to be under the law. And I have a real problem with that whole under the law thing as well. Once again, my personal preference, how I fit these puzzle pieces into my little head. I don't think any, you know, when you break the law, you are going below the level that is acceptable by social standards. What those social standards are depends on the area. But when you break the law, you go below that. So as far as I'm concerned, everybody that's going around minding their own business, not hurting anybody, not committing a crime, which is basically intentionally doing something that will cause harm to another, that's what I deem a crime. If you're not going about doing those things, then you are living above the law. Somehow or another, things got a little bit bass-ackwards. You know, you got all of those lovely people out there that seem to think that when they write the laws, they live above the laws. No, they do not live above the laws. They sidestep any kind of rules that they are. I really don't know how to explain this to where it makes sense to others. It makes sense to me. But I think anybody that's not out there intentionally causing harm is living above the laws. They are not breaking those laws. They are not stooping to a level that breaks the law. I guess that's probably about the best way I can get that. Okay, Beth, what's this? The part most miss is it's always equal under the law. That is where it came from. Then changed to created equal little by little. Everything gets changed and morphed little by little. I see that, Beth. You and I have had these discussions before. And they're quite enlightening. They're wonderful. They make me think. Make me stretch my mind just a skosh. And yeah, Beth, they do. I don't put a whole hell of a lot of credence in IQ tests. I really don't. I know a lot of people that do not test well that are pretty frickin' smart. So, am I buzzed up? No, I'm not buzzed up. Nelson Dubois, it's me, it's Grammy. What's that? Okay, and what's that, Rain? And most of y'all shit, especially these feminists, are talking about equality, but instead refer to equity. Yeah. You know, these people that are out there demanding equality and demanding that they get special treatment and special privileges so that they can be more equal, there's no such fucking thing as being more equal. It's like having the bigger half of something. It doesn't work. There's no such thing as having the bigger half of something. Duh. I want to be more equal. You can't be more equal. You can't have a bigger half. It just doesn't work that way. Hi, Nelson Dubois, you with the wonderful name that I love to say because it's so fun. Nelson Dubois. I hope you don't mind. I have certain names that I really like saying. Kind of like mental pancakes. I like saying that too because it's brain food. It just makes me instantly think of brain food. Equity is bad. Oh, there are so many things that are bad. And there's no such thing as equal outcome either. Because the only way you can have equal outcome is if all of the lovely little things that figure into the equation are equal. And that includes those that put forth effort into it as well. So, Sock Puppet, what are you doing to Rain? Rain, honey, you want me bitch slap him? I will. You want me to talk about open borders? I know who you are. Surly. I'm not going to talk about open borders. So there. In this world we have borders. This is a physical world. Even cells have borders. Even atoms have borders. So there. It isn't ain't's a word. Okay, what's this? It's no mind. Who? Oh, okay. Let's see. And as the Russians used to say, they pretend to pay us and we pretend to work. Oh, yes. Yes, Bethzy, that is so true. You know, yeah. I'll just move along. Pot backers pass. What? Pot backers pass out joints on inauguration. That's sweet. Alrighty. Okay. I'm gonna go look at my pocket. Well, no, maybe I think I will go to Kate's little link here. 8,000 joints given away. Sweet. Now I am gonna have to go there. Yeah, I went there. Criminy Christmas. I have less than a half an hour. Oh, great. And Moo Shell is right there on the side. Damn it. I really thought I wasn't going to have to look at her again. There are very few people in this world that I absolutely positively, without knowing personally, that I absolutely positively detest. And she's one of them. Wow. Every time she opens her mouth, it's like something gets at the base of my spine and just starts working its way up until my hands start twitching and I want to just give her a hug around the neck until she shuts the fuck up. She's just one of those few people. There's very few, very, very few of them in this world. But she's in that very, very distinct, very special class, shall I say. Okay, this is from, wow, McClatch YDC. What? Whatever. It's from that site. Kate shared it. In Washington, D.C. McClatchy. There you go. From the Washington Bureau. As hundreds lined up for free marijuana in Washington on Friday, Kareem Walker could hardly believe the sight. They're passing out weed, man. It's crazy. Dude, and Dave was there too. That was Walker, who's a 41-year-old of New York, who'd come to the pot giveaway to hawk some T-shirts that bore the catchy phrase in honor of the day. When they go low, we get high. Dude. Oh, I like that. Yeah, mooch shell. Moo shell. Pretty much. Don't want to hear about long grass woes? Oh. Okay, back to reading my article. Joints. Joint. That's a fun word to say too. Have you ever noticed that? Joint. Joint. It sounds so fun. Okay. Legislation backers, handed out more than 8,000 joints to a festive crowd just hours before Trumpelstiltskin was sworn in as POTUS. You know, that's probably why you didn't hear a bunch of hooping and hollering and screaming and applauding and stuff, because people were stoned and they're going like, dude, did he just say that shit? Here, puff, puff, pass. That's what was going on with the crowd. Seriously. That's why Shrillary did not kill Slick Willie. She was getting secondhand smoke. It mellowed her just a little bit. So that death stare was just a slightly uncomfortable, painful stare. Moving along. Let's see. Many stood in the drizzling rain on a sidewalk next to Washington's DuPont Circle for more than 2 hours, with organizers pleading for patience. Please be patient. If you're standing in line, don't worry, you're going to get so much free weed. It's going to be awesome, dude. Yeah. This was Edinger, is that how you say that? Who led the drive to legalize marijuana in Washington and organized the giveaway. Way to go, Adam. See, he's the first man. Adam. Dude. So now I've got Dave and Adam. Cool. Okay, while organizers originally planned to distribute 4,200 joints, they said they'd nearly doubled their goal. Edinger, who heads the pro-legalization group DCMJ. How about what is that? Decriminalization. Yeah, let's go with decriminalization. I like that a lot better. Apparently, he said that the event was aimed at sending a message to Rumpelstiltskin and to oppose his selection of longtime legalization opponent, Alabama Republican Senator Jeff Sessions, as the next Attorney General. Hey. The main message is we want federal marijuana legislation now. Well, you know what? The problem with that whole legislation bullshit is it really a legislative matter, or is it just something that some bureaucracy wrote some kind of nonsense regulation? You know, the FDA said that it deems it a Schedule I drug. Because that's not really a law, is it? Oh, what's that, sock? I just saw the little pop-up. Wait a minute. So will Big Mike come out of the closet and invite Chelsea for a ménage à trois with Barry? Ew. Ew. That's just gross. I don't want to know. Okay. Let's see. George Soros calls his arch enemy POTUS. Ah! Well, Soros, you silly little man. Oh, Jeff Sessions should take a session and leave? Very witty of you, Nansan de Bois. Okay, let's see. Back to this. Where am I at? Okay, when you pick someone like Jeff Sessions, you stir up a community. Okay, let's get back to this whole, they're potheads. Dude, seriously, like, bite me. I'm going to go back and buy some anyway on the black market and just toke away, so fuck you. In any case, and right now the marijuana community is on high alert. If they started to do raids, we'll have 1 million people in the streets. Okay, go right ahead. Let's go for it. Because I want to know if an FDA ruling is a law. Because if it's not a law, then fuck them. What the hell are they talking about? If it's not a piece of legislation that was written by Congress and signed into law by the POTUS, then is it really a law? Or is it just a regulation handed down from a department? I want to know. Those of you of a legal bent, please let me know how that shit works, because I don't think it's technically a law. Once again, I don't think that might be the appropriate phrase for that. Bikers watched from across the street as they gathered for a rally of their own, called Let America Hear Us Roar for Rumpelstiltskin. Okay, booyah, I'm happy for you. Cool bikes, by the way. Stephen Hamling, 52, a retired law enforcement officer and Trump backer from West Virginia. Said that the two groups would get along as long as they stay stoned. He retired recently after 30 years as a law enforcement officer, but said he had no problem with marijuana users. That's a personal choice. Booyah, dude. Love you. Love you. Love you lots. Love you long time. What's this? Bear it and we'll share it. What? What? Honey, you're way over in Florida. Ain't gonna happen, honey. Oh, Nelson wants to be blazed. You want someone to light your fire? Alrighty. Sock puppet, honey. You know him better. Okay. Or you know Nelson. I don't know. Nelson, are you male or female? Or is that something that you don't want known? That's okay. Never mind. You don't have to answer. Back to this article. Tony Jones, 28, of Greenville, South Carolina, stood in line with a cap that read, "Make America Great Again," making it clear that he was a Trumpelstiltskin supporter. He said he wasn't concerned about what Sessions would do. Trumpels is more for the states controlling things, Jones said. There's a lot more to worry about, Jeff Sessions, but Trump's in control. That's the way things are supposed to be. That's what we were told, at least. Surveying the large crowd, Jones said that he felt plenty welcome in a crowd with many anti-Trump protesters. Everybody's cool, he said. People have differences. But in this group, it's about love. You know what I'm going to say, or you know what I'm saying? It's about love and everybody coming together for a good cause, because this is like a movement that like really needs to happen, like absolutely. Damian Nichols, one of 300 who volunteered for the event, called it a beautiful scene, man. When you've got a POTUS, you've got the whole vibe of this country that's so divisive and so proud and arrogant and angry, and you've got to spread some love, man. The halls of Congress, they're ground to a halt. Pass some joints around in there before they vote on anything. I'd triple dog dare you. So, you've got to start somewhere more fundamental. That's with the vibes, with the energy. Are you on my frequency, man? Are you tuned in? That's what connections with other people. Booyah! I liked reading that. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I did. Many fired up their joints immediately, drawing honks and cheers from passers-by. Booyah! Puff, puff, pass, dude. I'm sure there's a lot of people going, dude, toker, over here. I got mine. I gotta light it. That was Saul Pantano, 42, of Wilmington, Delaware. One of the first in line. Bragger. I hope you blew smoke in everybody's face so that they could have a little second-hand hit. Just catch a little buzz while they were waiting for their turn. I'm here to see the inauguration and to pick up my free joints. Amen. No, it's Friday. Raw men, may you be touched by his noodly goodness. I hope he legalizes it. No, I hope he decriminalizes it. I hope he looks at it and says it's a fucking plant. Really? Decriminalize. That's what I hope. Hopey McChange is out the door. Brooke Pryor, a young woman standing in line, said she used marijuana to help with her anxiety. See, and it would work quite well for that. I found that medication wasn't really sufficient to alleviate it sometimes. Yeah, and a lot of times medication worsens it. And if I can take just a couple puffs off a joint and really feel good and relaxed as I leave my house in the morning, that should be legal. Yes, it should. Natalie De Leon, 26, of Washington, D.C., wore a cannabis lei. I want one of those. As she and others passed out joints in a big cage that served as a pretend jail. Oh, how funny. Organizers checked IDs to make sure no minors tried to get the freebies. We're out here giving this beautiful medicinal plant to the public. Good job, said Leon, speaking through the bars of the cage. And she said she wanted Trumples to back. I don't want him to back legalization. I want decriminalization. There is a difference. And to change his tone. You want him to change his tone from this tone to this tone right up here? That would take a quick knee to the crotch, I'm thinking. Or a helium balloon. That could be fun. Let's get helium balloons. Everybody. I need to get a helium balloon so I can... No, I don't need to... I can talk like that just normal. Just, phew, there you go. Okay, his hate rhetoric that he's allowed to go mainstream is a really big issue with me because hate does no good. I gotta agree with you there. Marquis Ellison, 24, of Washington, wasted no time lighting up his joint, calling it a moment in history. And that's sad. It's sad that something that insignificant should be classified as a moment in history, and yet it is. And saying he hoped Trumpelstiltskin is smart and will realize the benefits of legalization. Get that word out of here! Decriminalization. God, I am being so intolerant for a tolerant person. I don't like that legalization word. I just don't. Sorry. What are you going to do? Take away my birthday? So, if you're really about making money and all about power, you would decriminalize weed. I'm not going to read the other word they have there. It benefits states like Colorado and Washington and California. I mean, why not, dude? Why not? Many who showed up said that they wanted the federal government to approve medical marijuana. I want them completely out of the equation. That's what I want. 28s have already done so. Okay. But legalization backers fear that Sessions may begin enforcing the federal law that bans all pot use. Is it a federal law or is it just an edict handed down by a department? I want to know. Seriously. Somebody. Please, let me know. Hal Anthony, if you're listening in, that would be really awesome if you could answer that. Although I don't know that you listen to me, hon. But that's okay. That would also prevent pot sales in the 8 states that have legalized marijuana for recreational use. I beg to differ, because federal law is not supposed to trump state law. It's supposed to be home rule. Has the greatest amount of power. Somehow or another, things got topsy-turvy. Somewhere along the way. It is supposed to be your home is your castle. Then it expands out to your neighborhood. Then it expands out to your community. Then it expands out to your county, if you will. Then it expands out to your region, your state, or your region, or district, or however you want to put that. As it expands out, the amount of power and control you have over the individual's lives lessens. Decreases, gets smaller. You have less say. So when it gets to the federal level, it's not the Fed's job. Get that straight. To carry on with this, during his campaign, Trumples said he would leave the question of legalization to individual states. But his choice of Sessions to lead the Justice Department has created fear among pot backers across the country. Don't fear him. Find out how this shit really works. Sessions angered legalization supporters last April when he said pot was dangerous and that good people don't smoke marijuana. Oh, he said that, and I wonder if he's ever partook. I know that's probably not a word, but do I care? I make up words all the time. And in a speech on the Senate floor last year, Sessions criticized POTUS Dangleberry as not tough enough on marijuana, adding that the U.S. could be at the beginning of another surge in drug use like we saw in the 60s and the 70s. Sweetheart. Oh, man. I would really love to talk to some of these people. I really would. I think I would have a really good time having a conversation with them and possibly, giving them a slap. On the back. Honest and for true. Pat on the back, slap upside the head. Either way, they're going to get a smack. Dawn Lee Carty, 40, of Washington, said she'd attend the pot giveaway to give the case for her 9-year-old daughter, Zoe, who had epilepsy and had used cannabis only twice a day to help stop her seizures. All the opiates and prescriptions that the doctors gave her were unsuccessful, she said. This isn't a hippie movement. Whoever thought I would be here for a 9-year-old? My fear of Donald Trump is that he won't allow himself to be educated, especially by picking Jeff Sessions. Well, that's a very interesting link. Thank you ever so much, dear Kate, for sharing that over there in the chat. I'm really glad I decided to click on it. And I do think that, yeah, I think we really need to just stop writing or listening to any kind of rules and regulations that are not a piece of legislation that was, written by Congress and signed into law by the POTUS. If it hasn't, as far as I know, that's law. Regulations passed down by departments or what have you, that's not necessarily law. That's just regulations. That's rules, that's guidelines, that's, they have all kinds of wonderful, and I'm having a total brain fart right now. Possibly because I've been reading about pot and now contact high from reading. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Oh man, it's right there at the front of my brain and it's just standing there going, nanny, nanny, boo, boo, I'm not going to tell you. I hate when that happens. Some bitch. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and share this link. You know what? I'm just about out of time. Holy crap-a-noli. Y'all have been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3. Also on the RLMRadio.xyz site, the RLM Internet Radio Station, the RLM TuneIn Radio Station, the RLM Spreaker Channel, and later on to be on the RLM SoundCloud channel and also on the RLM YouTube channel. Booyah! Thank you all for listening, and I truly do appreciate y'all putting up with me and my goofy antics and places that I go. The places you will go. Be sure to stick around because later on this evening will be Grimner and Moose Girl, the mighty Moose Girl with the Freakers Ball. So yeah, that is always a good time. Also, be sure to check back with us tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock Cosmic Time, which is my time, or noon Eastern Time for the Dork Table with yours truly and Flasheroony Head or Flasher Dork or whatever. Yeah, Circle's other half. We're going to do the Dork Table and we're going to have fun whether you like it or not. And probably where we like it or not. Also, directly following us will be Rob Works with Smoke and Mirrors and his awesome... Rob, honey, who you having on? I totally spazzed to ask you earlier. You're welcome, Sock. And thank you for listening, sweetheart. And thank you as well, Mental Pancakes. Love you, darling. Bless up. Namaste. Okay, what? Rob, honey, are you listening? Who's your guest for tomorrow? Also, while I'm waiting for him to respond, tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock Eastern Time is Kira with The Bridge. Then tomorrow evening is Bo Diddy with some bodacious tunage to entertain you on a Saturday evening. And then Sunday at noon Eastern Time is Grimner with the Blues, and he will lead you into Hal Anthony, where he's going to take you up around behind that woodshed and open up a can of whoop ass on yo ass. That's right, darling. Triggered, but that's okay. Trigger was a horse. Oh, crap. Oh, other than tomorrow for the dork table, I will be back Wednesday for the Wackadoodle Wednesday edition of Grammy's Rocket Chair. So y'all have an absolutely splendiferous rest of your evening. I will check back later this evening, but first I'm going to get me something to eat because I'm feeling a bit peckish. Oh, Jennifer Ruby about land patents. That's who Rob is going to have on Smoke and Mirrors tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you ever so much, Rob. I really look forward to that, and I will try to get Flasher to shut up sooner. I think you know how that'll go. Hell, I'll try and shut up sooner. Circles! Oh, you lovely lady. Hey, Circles, I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for showing up, honey. Okay, now I need to get out of here because, yeah, I'm hungry. So y'all have an absolutely awesome rest of your evening. I will catch up with you during the Freakers Ball, and then again tomorrow morning if you show up at the dork table. Pull up a chair.